When it arrived, I couldn't believe I got something in such bad shape. I thought it was pretty much going to be dead on arrival. Hey everybody, my name is Cory, I play bass, and this is The Riff by Positive Grid. The Riff is Positive Grid's take on a guitar interface. Coming in a selection of awesome colors and with plug-and-play capabilities, it looks very promising at first glance. Wrapped in such eye-catching packaging, I almost didn't want to open it. But I did. There's no way I'm going to pass up on the new toy. Inside the box we got a quick start guide, and a declaration of conformity, whatever that means. I guess that means that punk bands won't want to use this interface. Underneath its documentation, we have the Riff unit itself. I don't know what this is because I haven't used Apple in years, but this is here. And a micro USB cable for the rest of us. The depth of the green is just breathtaking, and with an all-metal housing, the Riff feels like you could throw it through a window and use it just fine afterwards. On the bottom of the unit, we have an input for a headphone jack, and an input for a 1/4-inch cable. At the top, you have a 1/4-inch output and your USB output. On the front, you have your clip, direct out, and tone indicators, as well as the selection wheel with a really satisfying click when you turn it. Now, we gotta talk about the elephant in the room. There were scratches all over my unit. I gently cleaned it to see if it was manufacturing or shipping debris, and clawed at the edges of the screen with my fingernails, looking for the edge of a film, but to no avail. When it arrived, I couldn't believe I got something in such bad shape. I thought it was pretty much going to be dead on arrival. But I found out that by removing the knob, I was able to get to the plastic cover that was there, so thank you to a piece of plastic for making me look like an idiot. Once you plug the unit in, you'll notice the screen lights up and is very easy to read. This interface is refreshingly simple to use. You can adjust the parameters like your input gain by turning the knob, and switch to the next parameter by pressing the knob in. The 4 parameters you can adjust on the Riff itself are the input gain, the output, your direct out gain, and then your tone. The Riff's tone parameters adjust between 0 to 3, with 0 being your unaltered sound, and banks 1 to 3 being factory installed presets. Let's check them out. When using Positive Grid's bias software, the Riff really opens up. As long as your bias is up to date, it will be detected automatically by the software. Using the auto gain feature in bias, you can adjust your input gain by playing how you normally would. The software will find the best settings automatically, and you can always change it if it's not to your liking. But I think it works really well. In this menu, you can scroll through different options to set your Riff up as a controller for your bias software. I personally like the bank selection for quick access to different presets. I like this one called Uprising. Let's check it out, on bass of course. So would I recommend the Riff? The short answer is yes, at least at the current price point. When purchased, you also receive a copy of Bias FX Lite and a download of Studio One Prime, so you have software to start recording in. I used Bias FX2 Elite for my demonstration, so I'm not 100% sure what features are available in Lite, but the interface is worth $99 by itself in my opinion. It's sturdy and smaller than a cell phone, so I think it's great for everyday use or travel. Once the Riff's price is raised outside of the introductory price range, it will just depend on how far you want to go into Positive Grid's ecosystem. The lack of an XLR input and output could also be a turn-off for many. From my tests, it is true plug and play with any DAW without having to adjust your PC's audio routing. You only need to tweak it if you want to switch to a different playback source, such as monitor speakers instead of the headphone out. I think the ease of setting up the Riff is a godsend for beginners. Bias also has great practice tools such as a tuner and metronome built into the software. For my single con, the Riff is advertised as zero latency when recording. While that is true with the direct output of the device, using a preset or effect outside of the built-in presets seemed to add a severe latency, which did not exist when testing with my complete Audio 6 interface that I normally use for recording. I look forward to what the device can do in the future, as Positive Grid is always updating their software, and I'm sure they'll be able to add more functionality between the Riff and Bias. Finally, to answer a question I've seen several times on social media, the Riff is a standalone product and is not an add-on to the Positive Grid Spark. Make sure to check the end screen to see my review of the Spark coming soon. Leave a comment down below of other pieces of gear you'd want to see in the future, and I'll see you in the next video.